Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading for the weeks covering September 17 through 30, 2024. This is a reading if you are a Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, or have another significant Libra placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's always good to have repeat viewers. We are doing a full horoscope spread based on the 12 houses of astrology, plus we always have an extra one in the middle. The main deck that I use is Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche. I feel like I'm a little crooked here, so let's see if I can straighten this out. Okay. And our tarot deck that we're going to clarify with is Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck. And our extra oracle card pull for a summary this week will be from the Black Moon astrology cards. Now, we are about to have a lunar eclipse on the 17th in Pisces. So that's very interesting. Pisces, of course, is this imaginative energy. It's very fluid. It has to do with the possibilities that we can imagine. It can also have to do with pie in the sky kind of things as well, where we may deceive ourselves or take ourselves down a wrong path, because Piscean energy is very intuitive, but it can also be very cloudy. It can put us in a space where we're not seeing something clearly for what it is. And certainly there's been a lot of energy in the last couple weeks around the readings that I've been doing. In fact, it's interesting, you have Pisces in the 12th house here, Nepothus. So there definitely has been, that to me is a very strong intuitive vibe, but this seems to be the area that that eclipse might be affecting your reading. And the 12th house, of course, is Pisces energy. It can be your self-liberation, it can be your self-undoing. And it seems to have center in some ways around this Nine of Discs card, which has to do with your security, your finances, and also your sense of independence. And it's interesting because I just did a live stream this morning where I talked a bit about this exact topic here. When we talk about, we are in a space where we are moving out of Capricorn energy. Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn right now, but we are about to move into a 40-year cycle of Pluto in Aquarius. And we're also moving in 2025, into a more fire and air dominated kind of astrology rather than earth and water, which is what it's been for a very, very long time. So we are actually, one of the things we're talking about is moving towards the idea of community. And to see this here, this is a card, nines are often cards of independence, of kind of going it alone and being able to stand on our own 2 feet, which are all good things, but the paradox is almost to be able to, in order to reach out to others, we have to have ourselves taken care of. We have to be balanced, and we have to feel good about ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves for things, the mistakes we made. We have to stop criticizing ourselves unduly, and reaching this point of feeling secure and being secure enough to share with others. Because when you're in that spot of security, you're able to share. So your intuition is telling you a lot about this right now, Libra. There's a lot that's coming in about how you can balance that independence with the connection to others. In fact, the card of connection to others is showing up in your 2nd house of finance. And this is an awesome placement here. You have the winged disc and you have the 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Discs, and you have it in the 2nd house of Taurus. So this suggests big money coming in. 10 of Pentacles is the culmination, one of the culmination cards of the Pentacle suit, besides the court cards. And this is also about community. I mean, you might be worried more about yourself. This is more about sharing, about community. This can also have to do with family as well. For some of you, this could be monies coming in from the family or connected to a family situation. But the family doesn't always have to be your biological family. This could be your tribe coming together. There's definitely this sense of abundance, and it's showing up in the house of your money. So this definitely indicates to me that certainly there's going to be a lot of good financial opportunities coming in and financial difficulties overcome. So this is a really great pair of cards that we see here. Now in your 1st house, yeah, we have the Ankh and we have Death. So wow, these are massive cards of transformation. This is you moving into the life that you desire. So again, Ankh is about self-care. It's about self-love. And again, as I've had to explain, self-love does not mean, I'm being selfish and I don't care about anybody else. Self-love is loving yourself enough. When you love yourself, you project the way you feel onto everybody around you. So if you feel love in yourself and for yourself, then that's what you see around you. And that's how people will respond to you too. Trust me, if you are in a space where you feel happy and loving. I mean, you always got people who might still be very, very grumpy, but I have found that if I go out in public, even the grumpiest people, their eyes kind of go up like, oh, you know, there's something, and what it does is it ends up reflecting back somebody who, you know, maybe had their head down, who will smile at you. You know, I mean, there's definitely this energy of trying to love yourself and being kind to yourself, because this is the foundation of all other change. And yeah, Death that said this does represent a change and transformation. Your identity is undergoing a transformation. This is first house. So recent changes are prompting you to focus on what's important in life and to take time to focus on yourself a little bit. Okay, so looking through the rest of this, yeah, there's something you're called to give up here. I mean, we have this 8 of Cups card. Now, 8 of Cups to me also has to do with, this is an eclipse card to me, because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you'll see a man walking away from 8 Cups towards the mountains, and there's an eclipse going on in the sky, and it's a lunar eclipse. So it's interesting that this is showing up in your Gemini house of communications with the Crook and Flail. So I feel like you're about to be recognized for something, Libra, and this could even be, if you're in your own business, this would give it a boost, give you some visibility where you will be seen. And with the 8 of Cups, I feel like you are you're being asked to walk away from an old way of doing things. Okay, so a way that maybe you've been comfortable with for a long time, and this is a card of letting go and just allowing the new to come in, not worrying about whether you have control of everything, not worrying about whether or not you're going to fail or succeed, or how much money you're going to make, or what people are going to think of you. Like, this is walking away from all of that, walking away from the kinds of things that you did before, the way that you managed things before. And this is stepping into your own power and your own confidence too here with Crook and Flail. Now, the number 8 is showing up here, 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, and this is card number 8. Now, 8s represent you nearing the end of a cycle, but I also feel like the 8s here, this may actually be a time period. It could be something going on in 8 days or in the next couple of months, in 8 weeks. But there's some strong 8 energy here. But overall, yeah, this is about you, and this may be through communications. The fact that this is in the 3rd house suggests to me that you could get a message from somebody, something that may clear something up for you, something that may allow you to leave the past behind. Okay, so there's definitely strong energy here, Libra, of you coming into your own power. As a sign, you tend to be a people pleaser, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right way to say it. Some Libras can be people pleasers. Libra, like Gemini, can be, there can be the kind of indecisiveness or two-sided of things, but you're a very friendly sign, I think, is what I want to say there. Not really so much that you're a people pleaser, though some people potentially could be. I feel it's more like you want to get along with everybody. I think that's really more the way to say it. So sometimes you might compromise yourself because you don't want to make waves. But I don't know. There's something you're going to learn here that's going to allow you to step into your own power. You can set your boundaries, and you can be in your own power. You can manage. You can not let yourself be defined by the people who want to criticize you, who want to wound you. You don't have to be defined by that. And I think frequently that happens, especially with your sign, because you are such a friendly and outgoing sign. And so you may have different ways of responding. You may be friendly one minute and maybe, ferocious the next. It's quite possible with Libra, but there could be this kind of back and forth. So this is saying, you want to walk away from this idea that you can stand in your own power. You don't need all these other people to be telling you who you are. Okay. I feel like there's a strong energy of you. And I feel like there's a message that's going to come that I think that's what this 3rd house is about. There's going to be a message, and whatever that message is, it's going to clarify something, or maybe even be a little bit of a shock to you. Maybe it's something that, oh, wow, I didn't know this about this situation or about this person. Like, there's something that's going to come in, and it's going to make you see things differently. It's going to make you focus. It's going to shift your focus to the right things, no matter what the message is. Now, I do know with this particular lunar eclipse, there's a lot of focus on home and family. And so in your 4th house of home and family, you have the 6 of Swords with Horus. Okay. Now, 6 of Swords in the Crowley deck is called the Science card. And this has a lot to do with seeing things as they are rather than as you want them to be. That said, I mean, Horus is also a card of family healing. This is a card of healing stuff from the past, and also moving away from anxiety about things. This is moving away from the fives. This is moving away from conflict, from limitation. And oftentimes in the more traditional decks, the Six of Swords is somebody on a boat traveling across water, like away from whatever the past is. So again, there's some kind of family situation where I feel like you're traveling away from an anxiety here, that there's a chance for healing. And for some people, this is a chance for family unity or coming together within the family. Okay, we do have that Ten of Pentacles over here. But yeah, there's just something here where that may be what this has to do with. There could be just something here that's coming up that's going to show you something for what it really is. And this is where the healing can begin in this particular situation. So yeah, this feels strongly like a family situation, even though this can also have to do with your physical home. I think that's more what this is about. Okay, so let's look at your job situation here. Let's go to the 6th house. Okay, yeah, again, it's interesting. You've got the Lovers. You've got this Gemini energy in the 6th house with Anubis. Okay. Okay, so let's look at a couple of things here. So I feel like there could be some decisions. These could be decisions around health, okay? Because 6th house is the house of health. You may be making different choices. If you're focusing more on yourself and on self-care, you may be choosing a different lifestyle, a different way to eat, different exercise routine. I mean, there could be different things that you're doing here. You also might be making choices about your job or about your service to others, okay? Because 6th house is, we call it I always refer to it as the house of job, like what you get paid to do by somebody else as opposed to maybe being in your own business. And that may or may not be your career. But I feel like there's choices that are being made here. Lovers can have to do with partnerships or alliances as well, or maybe who you're going to ally yourself with. It can also have to do with love a little more generally, but I can't help feeling like there's some decisions here. I think that is what we're looking at. And with Anubis, I mean, yeah, there's the idea of careful negotiation of something. And again, maintenance of boundaries. Anubis comes up when we need to believe in ourselves, believe that we know what is right, and set boundaries appropriately. If we have people who are pushing back at us and saying things are not right, and maybe you've been, again, just like that double energy, maybe you've been, putting on one face for one people and privately or to your friends or other people, maybe you're thinking, maybe there's a different way that you look at things. That's also possible here. But I definitely feel like there's a setting of boundaries, and there is, in a friendly way. Now, Anubis is not a card of, a smackdown of somebody. This is more just kind of, gently and kindly, like putting the hand up and saying, yeah, thanks, no thanks. So I feel like you are setting your boundaries here, but you are facing some decisions. Anybody who is facing, now this is very specific, so this is not part of the general reading. But if anybody has any kind of procedure coming up where they have to go receive anesthesia or something like that, it could be at the dentist, it could be at the doctor, whatever it is, this would indicate that going well. So yes, if that resonates with you, this is not a prediction that you're going to need that, just simply saying that if that applies, that is an aspect of this. So let's look at your 10th house of career. Okay, yeah, we've got Emperor with the Pyramid. So yeah, Emperor is like this leadership thing. I'm seeing it down here with the crook and flail down in this house. This is you taking control, okay? This is you taking charge of your own destiny is what kind of the way it's being presented in my head. But this is going to take a little bit of time. Pyramid indicates that you've had tests and challenges, and there's definitely the sense that you are going to overcome these tests and challenges. But this could be an area where you start to feel some of the tests, where you feel like you're making decisions about whether or not you're going to walk away from something. Because, yeah, the question is, whatever you've been doing with yourself or how you've been doing it, is this really, maybe this was fine in the past, is this where you need to be anymore? And the Emperor, of course, is Aries energy. So it's a very strong sense of being a leader, taking charge, taking control. For some of you, maybe this even means a job or a career where you are taking a leadership or a managerial position or something like that. But there's a strong sense of authority and relying on your own authority, which is almost the same meaning as the crook and flail. And this is in the house of self-employment. Third house has to do with you, with commerce and business, but the things that you do for yourself. So yeah, for some of you, I feel like this could be making a decision, maybe moving away more from a job, maybe that you've been in for a long time because, it pays the bills, it's good, but you may be moving towards something where you are a little more self-determining, Okay, I feel like that's a big part of this. Now, if I go to the 9th house, which is Sagittarius energy, Sag energy has been a big area of change for a lot of people. And this is the house of expansion. Where are you expanding your horizons? It usually has to do with long distance travel, with higher education, and it can also have to do with spirituality and, you know, spiritual institutions. But Sagittarius energy is about freedom. It's about flexibility. It's about moving into the space of who you are. And yeah, you've got the Thoth with the ace. Thoth. I don't know why I can't say those things together. Thoth with the Ace of Wands. And this is very much, I mean, this is powerful new beginnings. This is powerful inspiration. You could be going back to school. You could take a long journey somewhere that's really going to inspire you, or you're going to move to maybe a new place for some of you. Maybe this is a new spiritual breakthrough of some kind. But this says to me that there is new powerful energy here. This is source energy, okay? So you are definitely coming into a time, because Thoth has to do with timing, where you are about to make a powerful new beginning. And again, I mean, I saw 8 days here. This Ace of Wands to me, I feel like I'm hearing like 7 days. So I don't know. There's something in the next week that I think you're going to see where this is going to. I'm recording this on the what is today? Today is the 14th of September. So certainly by the time we're getting around the autumn equinox. That's what that is. That's the autumn equinox. That seems to be the point for you. And Thoth is suggesting something is happening at the right time. Now, Thoth also has to do with education and higher education. So for some of you, this may be specifically about that. It could be that you're going back to school. It could be that you're taking on a new teaching job or doing some kind of a new educational venture. I mean, that is very possible here, because there's a strong educational bent to Thoth. It's also a strong writing bent. Some of you maybe are writing a new book. Maybe you're starting a new academic project of some kind. Whatever it is, though, this seems like this is a very, very powerful new beginning. At the same time, there's a reminder that you're at the beginning. So if you're seeing something begin to take off and maybe it doesn't go as fast as you would like, just like we would see over here with Pyramid, something that takes some time. This is more of our kind of Saturn energy that if this is expansive, that's Jupiter, this is Saturn, it can make things be like, whoa, slow down, quality over quantity, you know, like just going more slowly. Nonetheless, there is definitely, it is reminding you that you're at the beginning. So if something doesn't go as quickly as you would like, just remember this is just the start. You know, you're at the starting gate and you're off and running and you're off to a good start. And it's reminding you to reconnect to source. You know, all our creativity and all of our good ideas come from source. So this means taking time out to meditate, trying to get the mind out of the way a little bit. I mean, we never can shut our mind off entirely, but if you get it out of the way a little bit, then you can move into this space where you can hear your own inner voice telling you like and your own connection to source, to the broader picture, and you being able to feel more where you fit into that and where you need to flow into. Okay, but you're going to have a lot of enthusiasm for this. Now let's look over at your house of goals and your aspirations and also your friendships. Yeah, we got Hathor with the Knight of Cups, so this is interesting. Knight of Cups brings invitations. Now, this could be a romantic invitation, you know, possibly, because Knight of Cups definitely has that vibe. But again, this could be being we're looking a lot at you doing the things that emotionally mean something to you. This could be an invitation from somebody to do something that you really love. Now, there's a strong feminine energy here with Hathor. Hathor has to do with things. For some people, like this could have to do with a specific type of work. You know, something often associated with women, like if somebody works in culinary area, or if somebody works in fashion, or if somebody works in, what's some of the other things that are like that? You know, making some kind of crafts, or doing something that we often associate with the home, or something domestic, or with beauty or things like that. Hathor has a lot to do with that kind of things. This can also literally just be a female who is of influence. Somebody potentially Taurus or Virgo, because there is strong energy of both. But there does seem like there is going to be some kind of an invitation here. And possibly from a woman, or possibly about some of these things. Whatever this invitation is, I feel like it's going to give you an opportunity to get yourself organized, put yourself together, and start moving towards your goals. There's going to be some kind of, a lot of times I've seen in people's readings, we always want to kind of rush ahead and take control of something before we have all the information. Sometimes the advice is wait for the opportunity. So it feels like there's an opportunity that's going to come in that's going to allow you to take off running here. Okay, now let's look at your love situation. Okay, so those of you who are looking for love, now I realize not everybody who watches these is either looking for love, or maybe you're already married, or it's not a consideration. But for people who are, okay, yeah, we've got Urias. So in the 5th house, Urias suggests to me somebody who is who's a love interest, who you're not seeing. Okay, there could be somebody who you're not seeing. Now you have Princess of Discs here. So for some of you, if you're teachers, this could even be a student who potentially has a love interest. This could be somebody who's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Again, it's princess. That does not have to be female, because the Princess of Discs is actually a page. So that's why I think Page of Pentacles, Page of Discs, that to me is somebody maybe who is learning from you, who maybe has secret feelings for you or something like that. That could well be the case. Or it just could also be somebody with whom you potentially could be making a financial new beginning. Remember, we're seeing this community thing here. This could be somebody with whom you are starting some kind of a project or working on something that is more practical or materially focused. Or maybe there's something you're working on that with already, and you're just not aware that this person is interested in you. It's interesting that we had this up here. We had this invitation in a friend's house. So this could be somebody who is a friend right now, who may be cautiously kind of moving towards something here. Let's look at our 7th house. This is your own energy, Libra, and this is about partnerships of all kinds. Could be love relationships, can be committed relationships usually, or legal ones. So marriages, business partnerships, things like that. Okay, so we have Ta with the Hanged Man. More earth energy here with Ta. So this is a very strong masculine energy. And with the Hanged Man, there's definitely the sense of, again, the sense of waiting for something. There's this sense of holding back and waiting to see what's going to manifest, or the need to look at the bigger picture with something. So I feel that for some of you, like even if there is somebody here, I think it's saying that, if you have been interested in somebody in particular, maybe this person has not been making themselves obvious. Maybe they're being very indirect about their interest in you. Maybe they're going to show their interest in you by being interested in something you're doing. Like if you're a teacher, like interested in your class, or if you are working on some kind of a business venture, maybe they're going to take an interest in what you're doing, or maybe being a client of yours or something like that. There's something here about, or offering to work with you in some way. We're seeing that up here. And this strikes me as something that's going to be solidly built. Like Ta indicates, this is Saturn energy. So this could be an older person sometimes. This could be somebody older than you. It doesn't have to be. Nonetheless, there's this solid Capricorn energy here. So I feel like it's something where you are building a strong, solid, practical foundation, and you want somebody who's solid. Okay? Or maybe you also have somebody who works very hard. That's another possibility here. This could be a very hardworking person. Maybe that's the reason they're kind of keeping their feelings to themselves, because maybe if they're very hardworking, they might think, well, and they may feel stuck right now, like, oh, do I have time for a relationship because I have so much work to do? Like there could be that kind of a vibe to it. But whatever it is, like you are, again, there's this idea of walking away from the past, giving something up, or giving up a certain mindset in order to move things ahead. If you are married or in a partnership, then this would certainly indicate, possibly you could have a spouse who works very, very hard, or this could be you in the marriage too. But there could be a lot of hard work, and that could be leaving things in an area where you feel like maybe you're in limbo with something. But so something's going to have to give here. I feel like really what kind of is coming to my mind, you could be dealing with somebody who works too hard and is going to have to make a change, whether that person's you or whether it's your partner. I feel more like it's a partner. So take that as it resonates. If you're not in a partnership, then this to me would indicate sacrifices that would need to be made to, and then the willingness to build a strong partnership that's built kind of brick by brick from the ground up, so to speak. Okay. 8th house of transformation. Okay, we have Lotus with the 7 of Cups. Okay, 7 of Cups, again, strong Piscean energy. Not really being able to exactly see the way forward, maybe being emotionally exhausted and drained. Okay, this 8 of Cups has a similar vibe in the Crowley deck, and they call this the debauch card. Like, I've overindulged in the senses, and now it's just kind of like, I don't know. This is usually a card of like too many opportunities, not really sure what the path forward is, not really knowing what's real and what's not real. And it's interesting because we're seeing this card of figuring out what's real in the House of Home and Family. So this could connect to a family situation or to a joint financial situation of some kind. There may have been a lack of clarity about what's real, but again, there's this sense that we're in a space where, yeah, with this Piscean energy, it combined with eclipse energy, we are definitely going to be in a space where we are seeing where truth is going to be revealed to us, like where deceptions are going to be ended here. If we are deceiving ourselves in any way, it's kind of like the scales fall from your eyes, so to speak. And you have it with Lotus. So Lotus is about peaceful continuity. So I think, yeah, I think if there's been a lot of anxiety lately, I mean, Lotus is saying, don't worry, your whole life isn't going to be upended and destroyed. And again, 7 energy. 1 plus 6 is 7, 7. And then where else did I see 7? I see 7 over here. Again, I feel like it's something around the equinox that feels like it's going to be important for you here. But yeah, so I feel like you need not, things are not clear right now, but don't worry about it, okay? Lotus is saying just go with the flow right now because things are going to be revealed in their proper time. Okay, so have I missed anybody in this deck? Just the center card. Center card, yeah, new beginnings. And you've got the death card up here as well. So this is definitely a change. You are definitely taking a new path here. Not all the details of it are going to be clear. There may be a lot of energy to move forward, but just kind of go with the flow right now because there's certain things that are not what they appear to be. There are certain opportunities coming in. And you have the Princess of Cups here. This is the Page of Cups. So yeah, this is more messages, more news. This could be news of love for some people. But I also, just in light of seeing the Knight of Cups here, the Ankh here, this could be a love invitation for some of you. I'm not saying it's not, especially if this is somebody like who's a friend who might want to work with you, but maybe they have emotional motives. This could also just be that you are you're moving towards, what's really makes you happy, what is emotionally satisfying. And again, we have pages, we have aces. There's a big sense of beginning here, but definitely seeing something here in the financial sector that represents a success or a bonus. So that's a really, really good thing. Frequently, I mean, you're an air sign, so maybe not as much as the earth signs who are incredibly concerned about stability. And as Libra, let me think, you're a cardinal sign. Okay, so you're not even a fixed sign. So yeah, you don't have that fixity or necessarily fixation on that kind of stuff. But if there has been difficulties, this is just saying it's all going to be overcome and everything's going to be great, like financially. A lot of new beginnings, some decisions that you're going to make here, and some things that you're going to learn in this next couple of weeks. So let's see what the astrology cards have to say. What does Libra need to know from September 17th to 30? So yeah, the eclipse here feels like it's going to reveal a lot of stuff. So okay, 2 cards flipped. Okay, Cancer and Fire. Yeah, Cancer, again, that focus on home. I'm seeing this not only in my readings, but in readings from other readers as well. Something connected to home and family here, or your own sense of security. And again, Cancer is very strongly emotional, okay? It's connected to the mother. It's, it is one of the, it's water sign, obviously, one of the most emotional kinds of signs. And of course, you can see the word on it is I feel. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more about, and with a Pisces full moon, Pisces is another water sign. Yeah, there's going to be a lot around feelings, around you figuring out what you're feeling. And you have it with fire. So again, you've got water and fire here. And fire, like we said, we have that Ace of Wands over here. There's this sense of being ready to take action. But fire and water together, sometimes, yeah, that's maybe why you're getting the Lotus card, like saying, yes, you're ready to launch, but slow and steady. Like, wait for all the information to come in, listen to your intuition, listen to your feelings, and that's going to be what's going to guide you through the changes that are coming up here. And yeah, you are definitely in the middle of a very big change, but you don't need to worry that it's going to turn your world upside down. Right now, you are waiting on some opportunities, is what I'm seeing here. And something with a family situation, there's going to be, that maybe has not been clear. I feel like there's going to be some clarity, and you may be making decisions either about family or about job or something like that, where you're making a decision. You may be making health decisions too, but there's just things where you're going to be making decisions about what stays and what goes. Where are you moving on to next? So I hope this was helpful, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about videos. Do check for my link about readings and about my Instagram feed where I have my morning live streams in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.